Woodworking becomes a lot more enjoyable when the right tool makes a difficult job feel simple. In today's video, we're looking at the top 85 new woodworking tools on Amazon that can help you measure cleaner, cut smarter, clamp stronger, sand smoother, and finish projects with more confidence. Whether you're a beginner, a weekend DIY builder, or someone upgrading a serious workshop, this list is packed with useful tools that can improve your workflow and make every project feel more professional. Number 1. Swanson Carpenter Pencils. Ever snapped a pencil mid-mark and ruined your layout line? Swanson. Carpenter pencils are designed specifically for rugged job sites, featuring a flat body that won't roll and a durable graphite core that resists breakage. Precision marking becomes faster and more reliable, especially on rough lumber or uneven surfaces where standard pencils fail. Imagine framing a wall or marking cuts without constantly sharpening or replacing tips. Small upgrade, big workflow improvement. Stick around, because the next tool takes precision to an entirely different level. Number 2. Auniwaig Carving Bits. Forget struggling with rough edges that never quite look finished. Auniwaig Carving Bits transform any rotary tool into a detailed wood-shaping machine, allowing smooth carving, engraving, and sculpting in seconds. Fine control means cleaner lines and less sanding later, which saves both time and frustration during intricate projects. Picture adding custom patterns to furniture or shaping curves effortlessly. Once you try these, basic carving feels outdated. Things are getting even better from here because the next tool solves a daily measuring headache. Number 3. FastCap Tape Measure. Tired of guessing measurements or scribbling numbers on scrap wood? FastCap Tape Measure includes a writable surface directly on the blade, letting you jot down dimensions instantly while working. Accuracy improves because you stop relying on memory, especially during complex cuts or multi-step builds. Visualize measuring, marking, and cutting without ever losing track of numbers. It feels surprisingly efficient for such a simple change. Now, this next one is seriously impressive, especially if you care about perfectly smooth finishes. Number 4. FIRSTINFO Hand Plane. Rough wood surfaces can ruin an otherwise perfect project in seconds. FIRSTINFO Hand Plane delivers controlled shaving that smooths edges and surfaces with precision, making boards look professionally finished. Adjustable depth gives you full control, whether you're removing material quickly or fine-tuning a delicate surface. Think about flattening a warped board or refining joinery for a seamless fit. That tactile satisfaction is hard to beat. Stay with me. The next one might be the best on the list for strong joints. Number 5. Biscuit Joiner Plates. Weak joints are one of the fastest ways to ruin a woodworking project. Biscuit joiner plates reinforce connections by aligning and strengthening glued wood pieces with precision-cut slots. Strength increases dramatically, especially in furniture builds where durability matters most. Imagine assembling cabinets or tabletops that stay tight and aligned over time. It's a subtle upgrade that delivers long-term results. If you thought that was clever, wait for what's coming next because it simplifies shaping curves perfectly. Number 6. Corner Radius. Templates, sharp corners can make a project look unfinished or even unsafe. Corner Radius templates help you trace perfectly rounded edges quickly, ensuring consistent curves across multiple pieces. Accuracy improves without needing advanced tools or guesswork, making designs look cleaner and more professional. Picture rounding table edges or creating smooth corners on custom builds effortlessly. That polished look instantly upgrades your work. This looks simple, but the upgrade is huge, and the next tool takes joinery precision even further. Number 7. Pocket Hole Jig. Hidden joints can completely transform how clean a project looks. Pocket Hole Jig allows you to drill angled holes for strong, concealed connections that hold wood pieces tightly together. Setup is quick and results are reliable, even for beginners tackling furniture or cabinetry. Visualize assembling frames without visible screws or messy glue lines. It feels like a pro-level trick made accessible. Things are getting even better from here, because the next version upgrades this concept dramatically. Number 8. Lanties draw, knife stripping bark or shaping wood by hand can feel slow and inconsistent. Lanties draw knife gives you controlled, two-handed cutting power that removes material smoothly and efficiently. Sharp blades combined with ergonomic handles make shaping logs or beams surprisingly satisfying. Imagine crafting rustic furniture or refining natural wood edges with ease. That hands-on control brings a different kind of creativity to woodworking. Now this next one is seriously impressive, especially if clamping has ever slowed you down. Number 9. Lanties T-Track Clamps. Loose workpieces are one of the biggest causes of inaccurate cuts. Lanties T-Track clamps lock materials firmly into place along T-tracks, providing stability during cutting, routing, or sanding. Consistent pressure ensures cleaner results and reduces mistakes across repeated tasks. Picture holding a board perfectly still while making precise cuts without readjusting constantly. It saves time and improves confidence instantly. If you're still watching, it gets even crazier from here because the next tool upgrades manual planing entirely. Number 10. SUIZAN Wood Planer. Traditional planing often feels like a workout with inconsistent results. SUIZAN Wood Planer offers a Japanese-style pull design that delivers smoother cuts with less effort and more control. Efficiency increases because pulling motion uses your body's natural strength instead of fighting against it. Think about refining surfaces or edges with minimal strain and maximum precision. It's a technique shift that changes everything. Wait until you see what's coming next, because measuring just got a serious technological upgrade. Number 11. Kreg Rip Cut. Guide result-focused woodworkers hate wasting boards on crooked rips. Kreg Rip Cut Guide turns an ordinary circular saw into a guided cutting system that tracks parallel to the edge, delivering repeatable, straight cuts without wrestling full sheets on a table saw. Accuracy improves, material waste drops, and setup time shrinks dramatically on plywood and panels. Picture breaking down sheet goods in your driveway with cabinet shop precision. That's a serious freedom boost for small shops. Stay close, because the next one takes pocket joinery to pro level. Number 12. Kreg Pocket Hole Jig Pro. Ever wanted furniture store strength without furniture store tools? Kreg Pocket Hole Jig Pro creates rock-solid hidden joints using guided drill sleeves, adjustable stops, and built-in clamping. Strong connections come together quickly. Even if you're building your first bookshelf or cabinet, confidence grows because alignment is locked in before you drive a single screw. Imagine assembling a full set of kitchen cabinets that look custom-made and feel bomb-proof. This completely changes the workflow for home builders. Things are getting even better from here with a surprising metal-focused helper. Number 13. VEVOR Wire Stripping Machine. Tangled scrap wire usually feels like trash, not opportunity. VEVOR Wire Stripping Machine turns that pile into recoverable copper by feeding insulation through adjustable cutting wheels that separate coating from core. Recycling becomes faster, safer, and far more profitable if you deal with renovation leftovers or electrical tear-outs. Envision dropping old cable in one side and collecting clean copper on the other. That's a side hustle hiding in your scrap bin. If you thought that was clever, wait for what's coming, because we're going underground next. Number 14. SumKea Sewer Camera Mystery Clogs and hidden pipe issues chew up both time and money. SumKea Sewer Camera sends a flexible, camera-equipped cable deep into drains, giving you a live view of blockages, breaks, or lost items. Decision-making gets easier when you see exactly what's wrong before cutting walls or digging. Picture locating a root intrusion or lost ring without guesswork or unnecessary demolition. That kind of visibility feels like a superpower for DIYers. Now this next one is seriously impressive because it turns that same idea up a notch. Number 15. VEVOR Sewer Camera Deep. Long runs of piping demand something more serious. VEVOR Sewer Camera adds a sturdier cable, clearer imaging, and often a larger display, making inspections over long distances far more manageable. Professionals and serious DIY ears can document issues, verify repairs, and prove work quality with recorded footage. Imagine surveying an entire main line before and after a fix, then showing clients or future buyers the evidence. That's peace of mind you can actually see. Stay with me. The upcoming tool jumps from pipes to heavy mixing power. Number 16. IMAYCC Cement Mixer. Hand mixing concrete with a shovel quickly turns into backbreaking work. IMAYCC Cement Mixer powers through mortar, thin set, and concrete, using a high-torque motor and mixing paddle that churns material to a smooth, consistent blend. Project results improve because air pockets and dry pockets disappear, leading to stronger pours and cleaner finishes. Visualize mixing multiple batches for fence posts or countertops without breaking a sweat. Time saved adds up on every pour-heavy job. Things are getting even better from here because the next upgrade lives on your workbench. Number 17. GOEHNER Bench. Vise 3.3 inches. Small parts often slip away, right when precision matters most. GOEHNER Bench Vise 3.3 inches clamps those pieces securely, giving you a stable platform for filing, drilling, or shaping. Versatile jaws and smooth operation keep delicate items safe while still holding firm under pressure. Picture working on hardware, small blocks, or detail pieces without chasing them around the bench. Stress levels drop and accuracy rises instantly. This looks simple, but the upgrade is huge. From here, we move down to your knees, literally. Number 18. ToughBuilt Gelfit Knee Pads. Floor-level work quietly destroys knees over time. ToughBuilt Gelfit knee pads cushion every kneel with gel and foam support shaped to wrap around your leg, keeping pressure off sensitive spots. Long work sessions become bearable, whether you're installing flooring, building low cabinets, or working on deck framing. Visualize staying comfortable while moving from task to task without constant pain, reminding you to stop. Protection like this keeps pros working longer and safer. If you're still watching, it gets even crazier from here with a cabinet-making secret weapon. Number 19. Manram Cabinet Clamps. Cabinet boxes that go out of square cause doors to bind, gaps to open, and frustration to skyrocket. Manram cabinet clamps pull panels into perfect alignment while holding them together for fastening or gluing. Square boxes form more reliably, so drawers slide smoothly and doors close cleanly every time. Imagine assembling a full bank of cabinets where every corner hits 90 degrees without wrestling straps and blocks. That feeling is addictive once you try it. Wait until you see what's coming next, because table saw setup is about to level up. Number 20. Woodpeckers. Table saw gauge. Dialing in a table saw by eye can cost you accuracy and safety. Woodpecker's table saw gauge gives you a precision reference for blade alignment, miter slots, and fence squareness using finely machined components. Calibration suddenly becomes measurable, repeatable, and insanely accurate. Think about ripping boards knowing the fence is dead parallel and the blade tilt is exactly where you set it. Cleaner cuts and tighter joinery follow naturally. Result-driven woodworkers feel the difference immediately. Stay tuned. The next tool makes perfect circles far less intimidating. Number 21. Malco Adjustable Hole Cutter. Cutting clean holes in drywall or thin materials without the right tool leads to ragged edges. Malco Adjustable Hole Cutter solves that by using an adjustable arm with cutting blades that score and cut perfect circles at customizable diameters. Sizing becomes as simple as dialing in the measurement and letting the tool do the work. Picture installing recessed lights or vents with holes that look machine-cut, not hacked out. That visual upgrade speaks for itself. From precise circles, we're heading back to decks with a clever board solution. Number 22. SDSNTE Deck Board Tool. Warped deck boards and uneven gaps make outdoor spaces look tired fast. SDSNTE Deck Board tool acts like an extra set of strong hands, straightening bowed boards and holding them in place while you fasten. Consistent spacing and tight alignment appear across the whole deck, transforming the finished look. look. Imagine wrestling less with stubborn lumber and focusing more on satisfying final results. You'll see the difference every time you step outside. Things are getting even better from here as we move into safety and grip control. Number 23. Milescraft GrabberPLUS. Kickback and lost control at the table, saw, or router table aren't just annoying, they're dangerous. Milescraft GrabberPLUS grips workpieces with a high-friction base while shielding your hands from blades and bits. Feed pressure stays consistent, reducing chatter and improving cut quality on narrow or small parts. Picture guiding a thin strip past the blade with full confidence instead of white-knuckle fear. That security lets you focus on precision instead of risk. Now this next one is seriously impressive because it rethinks measuring altogether. Number 24. REEKON M1. Measuring tool, traditional tape, measures struggle once you start cutting multiple identical pieces. REEKON M1. Measuring tool mounts directly to your saw's fence or track and digitally reads length as material slides past a sensor. Repeated cuts hit the exact same measurement without marking lines or double-checking tapes. Workflow speed skyrockets while human error drops. Imagine batching dozens of parts for cabinets or trim and having every piece land inside a tiny tolerance window. That feels like bringing CNC-style consistency to a home shop. Stay with me. The next driver flips expectations. Number 25. Worx Nitro SwitchDriver. Driving screws and drilling pilot holes back-to-back usually means constant bit swapping. Worx Nitro SwitchDriver attacks that annoyance with a rotating dual-chuck head, letting you flip between two bits instantly by twisting the front section. Momentum stays high because you're not pausing every few seconds to change tools. Envision hanging cabinets, building decks, or assembling shop furniture while switching from drill to driver with a quick flick. Job flow becomes smoother and noticeably faster. If you thought that was clever, wait for what's coming with a painter's best friend. Number 26. Stak Rack. Painter's tool, freshly painted cabinet doors, and trim pieces usually hijack your entire workspace. Stak Rack Painter's tool lets you stack doors vertically using clever brackets so you can spray, flip, and dry multiple pieces in a compact footprint. Productivity jumps because both sides get coated faster with fewer handling marks. Picture painting a whole kitchen's worth of doors in one tight corner of your shop instead of covering every flat surface. That's how pros stay efficient in small spaces. Things are getting even better from here with precision cutting angles. Number 27. LEXIVON Aluminum Miter Saw Protractor. Guessing angles. When cutting trim is a recipe for gaps and frustration, LEXIVON Aluminum Miter Saw Protractor reads inside and outside corners precisely, then shows the exact miter or bevel setting you need. Installation of crown, baseboard, and custom trim suddenly becomes a math-free process with dead-clean joints. Visualize dropping this on a tricky corner, walking to your saw, and nailing the fit on the first cut. That kind of accuracy feels addictive. Stay with me, because the next compact router changes how edges come to life. Number 28. Avid Power Compact Router. Edge profiles and dados can transform plain boards into finished furniture, but bulky routers feel intimidating. Avid Power Compact Router packs serious power into a lightweight body, making trimming, rounding, and slotting far more approachable. Depth adjustments and clear visibility help you dial in clean, consistent passes on everything from shelves to signs. Imagine adding professional-looking chamfers or flush trims without wrestling a heavy tool. Confidence grows with every smooth cut. If you thought that was clever, wait for what's coming next with a transforming work surface. Number 29. Worx Pegasus Work Table. Small shops live or die on flexible workspace. Worx Pegasus Work Table folds out into a sturdy clamping surface, then collapses flat for easy storage or transport. Integrated clamps and dog holes secure workpieces while you cut, sand, or assemble, turning any corner or driveway into a functional workstation. Envision setting up a stable workbench in seconds, then folding it away when the project ends. That freedom is huge for DIYers in tight spaces. Now this next one is seriously impressive for anyone ripping narrow strips safely. Number 30. Thin Rip Jig narrow strips on a table saw usually mean sketchy hand placement and inconsistent widths. Thin Rip Jig rides along the fence and uses a bearing as a reference, letting you push boards past the blade to create perfectly uniform thin strips. Safety improves because your hands stay clear, while repeatability stays locked in. Picture creating edge banding, inlays, or shims that match perfectly, cut after cut. That's a precision upgrade you feel immediately. Things are getting even better from here with laser straight layout lines. Number 31. UAPAR Laser Level. Perfectly level cabinets, shelves, and trim are almost impossible by eye. UAPAR Laser Level throws bright, crisp lines across walls and rooms, giving you instant reference for level, plumb, and sometimes even 360-degree layouts. Installations suddenly look sharper because everything aligns to the same visual grid. Picture hanging a full wall of cabinets or building a feature wall and having every line land exactly where you planned. That professional finish becomes repeatable. From layouts, we move into doors with a jig that saves hours of fiddling. Number 32. GOINGMAKE Door Jig chiseling hinge mortises and latch plates by hand can quickly turn a new door into a frustrating mess. GOINGMAKE Door Jig clamps onto the edge and guides your router or drill to cut precise, repeatable pockets and holes. Door installs speed up while fit, and alignment feel factory-made instead of improvised. Envision hanging multiple interior doors in a day with clean hardware recesses every single time. That's how pros turn time into money. Stay with me. The next tool shrinks pocket hole joinery into a portable package. Number 33. Kreg R3 Junior Jig. Not every project needs a full bench-mounted system. Kreg R3 Junior Jig brings pocket hole power into a compact portable form that attaches directly to your workpiece. On-site repairs, small builds, and tight spaces suddenly become pocket joint friendly without dragging big gear around. Visualize fixing a loose chair, adding shelves, or building a quick storage solution using hidden screws and solid joints. Portability makes it a go-to kit tool. If you thought that was handy, wait for what's coming with classic hand tool precision. Number 34. MT Diablo Wood Chisel. Fine joinery, lives and dies by clean cuts, where machines can't reach. MT Diablo Wood Chisels give you sharp, balanced blades designed for paring, chopping, and refining joints like mortises and dovetails. Control improves because the handles fit naturally in your hand, transmitting feedback from the wood. Picture cleaning out the corners of a mortise or trimming a tenon to a whisper fit that slides together perfectly. That level of craftsmanship is deeply satisfying. Things are getting even better from here with a small but clever glue upgrade. Number 35. Hasse Glue. Tips glue bottles that blob or flood joints can ruin clean lines and finishes. Hasse glue tips slip onto standard bottles and narrow the stream into precise beads you can control. Cleanup shrinks because squeeze-outs are smaller, and coverage becomes more intentional on edges, dowels, or tight spaces. Imagine running a thin bead into a dado, or along an edge without drips or puddles. Little plastic nozzles suddenly feel like pro-grade accessories. From glue control, we jump into one of the smartest safety push devices on the market. Number 36. Micro Jig Garar Ripper Max. Kickback nightmares disappear when you have proper control over stock. Micro Jig GRR Ripper Max rides above your workpiece with adjustable legs and high-grip surfaces, letting you guide boards past blades and bits while keeping your hands safely shielded. Cut quality improves because downward and inward pressures stay consistent, even on narrow or tricky pieces. Picture ripping thin strips or routing edges while feeling locked-in stability instead of nerves. That confidence is priceless in a busy shop. Stay tuned. The next marking tool sharpens layout lines dramatically. Number 37. Rui tool marking knife pencil lines can be fat, inaccurate, and smudge away mid-cut. Rui tool marking knife scores a razor-thin line directly into the wood fibers, giving your saw or chisel a precise track to follow. Joinery fit tightens because you know exactly where the cut starts and stops, especially on dovetails and tenons. Envision laying out a set of joints that slide together with satisfying precision. guided by crisp engraved marks. That's a small change with big payoff. Now this next one is seriously impressive for dial-in setup. Number 38. Kingston Setup Block Gauge Tool Setup by Tape Measure quickly introduces tiny errors that compound. Kingston Setup Block Gauge uses solid, pre-measured blocks to set blade height, router bit depth, and fence distance with zero guessing. Calibration becomes as fast as stacking blocks until you hit the exact dimension needed. Visualize dialing in a quarter-inch cut or matching multiple machines to the same height without squinting at markings. That speed and consistency feel almost unfair. Things are getting even better from here with smarter table saw safety. Number 39. BWFP5. Saw featherboard workpieces wandering away from the fence lead to burning and rough edges. BWFP5. Saw featherboard exerts consistent side pressure using flexible fingers that keep wood snug against the fence while still feeding smoothly. Cut quality jumps and kickback risk drops because material can't twist into the blade. Picture ripping long boards with that reassuring, constant contact all the way through the cut. The result is cleaner, safer woodworking. From here, we take that control mindset into an accessible hand planer for every toolbox. Number 40. Amazon Basics. Wood hand planer surface cleanup after cutting often leaves you reaching for sandpaper that clogs fast. Amazon Basics Wood hand planer gives you a simple, adjustable way to shave down high spots, soften edges, or fit doors without dust clouds. Fine-tuning becomes more tactile and controlled as thin curls of wood peel away instead of abrasive grit. Imagine trimming a sticky door or smoothing an uneven joint in minutes using just this compact plane. That's classic woodworking made affordable. Stay with me. The next featherboard refines safety even further. Number 41. Auniwaig Pro GP5. Featherboard tall workpieces on the bandsaw introduce wobble that standard featherboards can't tame. Auniwaig Pro GP5. Featherboard uses a vertical rolling pad that presses stock gently but firmly against the fence from above, stabilizing cuts through the entire height. Resawing and ripping become noticeably smoother with less drift and cleaner surfaces. Envision slicing your own veneer or book-matched panels while the board tracks like it's on rails. That's a serious upgrade for bandsaw users. If you thought that was clever, wait for what's coming with precision angle clamping. Number 42. GOEHNER 90-degree angle clamps. Assembly time often turns into a wrestling match, trying to hold corners square. GOEHNER 90-degree angle clamps grab two boards at a perfect right angle, freeing your hands to glue, screw, or nail without losing alignment. Boxes, frames, and cabinets suddenly come together straighter and faster because the jig holds geometry for you. Picture building a set of drawer boxes that all stack perfectly without tweaking and re-squaring. That reliability feels incredibly satisfying. Things are getting even better from here with moisture insight inside your lumber. Number 43. Tesman TWM186. Moisture meter wood that's too wet or too dry loves to warp after you've done the work. Tesman TWM186. Moisture meter probes boards to reveal internal moisture content, helping you decide when material is ready for milling or finishing. Stability improves because you avoid trapping moisture under paint or building with lumber that still needs to acclimate. Imagine checking each batch before starting a project, so panels stay flat and joinery doesn't open later. That's protection against future headaches. Now this next one is seriously impressive for tiny measurements. Number 44. Clockwise IP54 Digital Caliper. Tiny differences in thickness or diameter determine whether parts fit or fail. Clockwise IP54 Digital Caliper reads inside, outside, and depth measurements down to fractions of a millimeter or thousandths of an inch. With a clear digital display, layout and hardware selection suddenly become more exact, especially for dowels, drill bits, and custom parts. Visualize checking a tenon shoulder or router bit diameter and knowing the number instantly. That level of detail unlocks cleaner work. Stay with me. The next jig takes dowel joinery to a new level. Number 45. Auto Tool Home Doweling Jig Drilling Dowel Holes Freehand almost guarantees misalignment. Auto Tool Home Doweling Jig centers your drill bit on board edges and faces, guiding holes so opposing pieces meet perfectly when assembled. Strength and accuracy jump because every dowel lands where it should, creating strong, invisible joints. Picture building a sleek table or cabinet using dowels instead of screws, with edges that line up flawlessly. That elevates the look of even simple projects. If you thought that was neat, wait for what's coming with dovetail layout made simple. Number 46. Dovetail Marker Tool. Hand-cut dovetails might look intimidating until layout becomes straightforward. Dovetail Marker Tool gives you preset angles and reference edges so you can mark tails and pins consistently every time. Joints start to look cleaner and more even because spacing and slopes match across an entire piece. Envision laying out a row of dovetails on a drawer that end up looking like you've been cutting them for years. That kind of classic joinery turns heads. Things are getting even better from here with another precise marking upgrade. Number 47. Clark Brothers Wheel Gauge. Consistent offset lines are the backbone of accurate joinery. Clark Brothers Wheel Gauge rolls a sharp wheel cutter along an adjustable beam, scoring parallel lines at precise distances from an edge. Mortises, tenons, and rabbets suddenly align more reliably because your reference marks never wander like pencil lines can. Picture scribing a consistent shoulder line all the way around a board with just one pass of this tool. The resulting fits feel noticeably tighter. From here, we jump into push safety that keeps both hands protected. Number 48. Peachtree Push Block and Stick Set Close calls at the table saw or jointer can shake your confidence. Peachtree Push Block and Stick Set gives you a collection of grippy blocks and notched sticks designed to control boards while keeping fingers well away from cutting edges. Feed pressure stays balanced, reducing chatter and improving the surface finish of every pass. Imagine jointing narrow stock or ripping slim strips while your hands ride high and safe. That peace of mind encourages better technique. Stay with me. The next marking knife is built for speed and precision. Number 49. O-School High-Speed Marking. Knife fast-paced layout often means trading precision for speed. O-School High-Speed Marking Knife blends a comfortable handle with a razor-sharp blade that glides along squares and rulers, cutting crisp reference lines in an instant. Accuracy improves because your saw or chisel locks into that shallow groove instead of wandering. Picture snapping through a series of layout marks on a complex project, while every line stays sharp and visible. That's an efficiency upgrade with real craftsmanship benefits. If you thought that was clever, wait for what's coming with a versatile rotary kit. Number 50. Hoto 12-volt Rotary Tool Kit. Detailed sanding, carving, cutting, and polishing usually require a whole drawer of tools. Hoto 12-volt Rotary Toolkit condenses that versatility into a compact cordless body with interchangeable bits for everything from trimming screws to engraving wood. Mobility and convenience soar because you can grab it, go to the workpiece, and tackle small tasks without hunting for outlets. Envision refining edges, cleaning hardware recesses, or adding custom details with one grab-and-go tool. That makes finishing touches almost fun. Here's the next block in the same narration-ready style. Products 51 to 70. Number 51. Tilswall HVLP Paint Sprayer. Smooth, even finishes can be brutally hard with brushes and rollers. Tilswall HVLP Paint Sprayer atomizes paint into a fine mist, laying down consistent coats on cabinets, trim, and furniture with fewer streaks and brush marks. Transfer efficiency increases, meaning more paint lands on the project and less floats away as overspray. Picture refinishing a full set of doors or a dresser in a fraction of the time with a pro-looking finish. That's a huge visual upgrade. Things are getting even better from here with stone-perfect seams. Number 52. DOCXCDO Stone Seam Setter. Countertop seams often scream DIY if they aren't perfectly aligned. DOCXCDO Stone Seam Setter uses powerful suction cups and adjustable leveling handles to pull stone slabs together and bring surfaces flush. Joints become tighter, smoother, and less noticeable, giving your countertop installations a high-end, continuous look. Envision setting two heavy pieces in place, engaging the tool, and watching the seam disappear as everything locks level. That's a pro-tier result many shops dream of. Stay with me. The next fence upgrade radically steadies your table saw. Number 53. Woodpeckers Rip Fence Flex on a table saw can quietly destroy accuracy. Woodpeckers Rip Fence replaces basic stock fences with a rock-solid, micro-adjustable system that locks parallel and stays square cut after cut. Precision suddenly feels effortless as you dial in exact widths without tapping and guessing. Imagine ripping a stack of boards and having every piece match perfectly, all thanks to a fence that doesn't move under pressure. That reliability changes everything for serious woodworkers. If you thought that was clever, wait for what's coming with a premium router kit. Number 54. Bosch Palm Router Kit. Routing tasks often demand power, finesse, and flexibility in one package. Bosch Palm Router Kit delivers a compact motor with interchangeable bases for edge profiling, plunge cuts, and trim work, all with excellent visibility and smooth controls. Versatility skyrockets because one tool handles hinges, dados, chamfers, and more with quick setup changes, picture swapping bases, and bits to handle an entire project's routing needs without dragging out multiple machines. That's a pro feel in a handheld size. Things are getting even better from here with a surprisingly sharp cardboard solution. Number 55. Pow-packed cardboard cutter. Breaking down boxes with dull knives or scissors wastes time and effort. Pow-packed cardboard cutter slices through corrugated cardboard with a blade geometry designed to stay sharp and safe, making packaging cleanup or template cutting quick and controlled. Shop organization improves because you can flatten shipping boxes in seconds for recycling or reuse. Envision prepping cardboard patterns for curves or layouts without ragged edges or sore hands. That tiny tool delivers outsized convenience. From here, we swing back into clamping control at tricky corners. Number 56. Kurus Adjustable Corner Clamp Set. Framing up boxes and picture frames often turns into a battle against twisting corners. Kurus Adjustable Corner Clamp Set grips two boards at a perfect right angle while allowing different thicknesses, keeping everything aligned for fastening. Workflow becomes smoother because you're no longer juggling clamps and checking squares simultaneously. Imagine assembling shelves, shadow boxes, or small cabinets with joints that stay put until they're locked together. That boost in control is incredibly satisfying. Stay with me. The next driver brings cordless impact muscle to your toolbox. Number 57. Robustru Cordless Impact Driver. Stubborn screws and lag bolts can stall a project fast. Robustru Cordless Impact Driver delivers high torque, rapid impacts that drive fasteners into dense material without stripping heads or burning out motors. Productivity rises because you spend less time leaning on the tool and more time moving through tasks. Picture hanging heavy hardware, building decks, or assembling shop fixtures with fasteners that sink home cleanly. That kind of power feels addictive once you've tried it. Things are getting even better from here with stair layout made surprisingly easy. Number 58. Puyoco Stair Tread. Jig stair treads and risers demand precise fits to avoid gaps and squeaks. Puyoco Stair Tread Jig expands and contracts to capture wall-to-wall width and angle, then transfers that exact shape to your material. Cutting becomes more confident because your template reflects every irregularity in the stringers or walls. Imagine marking and cutting stair treads that slide into place with minimal trimming and perfect reveals. That's a massive time saver on a notoriously tricky task. From here, we level up scribing for all kinds of surfaces. Number 59. Soccer Multifunction Scribing Tool Custom Fit Work around uneven walls and odd shapes can be maddening. Soccer Multifunction Scribing Tool traces profiles with adjustable offsets, letting you transfer complex contours onto wood, tile, or trim quickly. Accuracy improves because the tool hugs the surface, while your pencil marks a consistent line. Picture fitting countertop backsplashes, baseboards, or panels so tightly they look factory installed, even against wavy walls. That transformation feels extremely professional. Stay with me. The next pocket hole jig adds another clever twist. Number 60. Bora Pocket Hole Jig. Portable pocket hole jigs sometimes sacrifice stability. Bora Pocket Hole Jig counters that with a sturdy body, adjustable settings, and integrated clamping that holds boards firmly while you drill. Joints turn out strong, clean, and repeatable, whether you're building furniture or doing on-site repairs. Visualize creating hidden screw connections in face frames or shelves without wrestling the workpiece every time. That consistency makes pocket joinery easier to trust. If you thought that was neat, wait for what's coming with a rafter-friendly measuring set. Number 61. WBE Rafter Square. Set roof layouts and angular cuts can become a math-heavy headache. WBE Rafter Square set gives you multiple squares and reference markings designed specifically for rafters, stair stringers, and angled framing. Marking becomes faster because the guides show common pitches and cuts right on the tool. Imagine laying out birds' mouths, angle cuts, or stair notches with clear, repeatable reference points instead of scribbled notes. That takes guesswork out of structural carpentry. Things are getting even better from here with a drill bit that eats into soil like butter. Number 62. WOBLAMX Auger Drill Bit. Planting posts or running lines through soil normally means shovels and sweat. WOBLAMX Auger Drill Bit attaches to your drill and bores into dirt quickly, pulling material up and out as it spins. Hole digging goes from exhausting to almost effortless for small diameter needs like stakes, bulbs, or light posts. Picture prepping a row of fence markers or garden supports in minutes instead of hours. That's a game changer for outdoor projects. Stay with me. The next Rip Cut guide brings another clever spin to sheet breakdown. Number 63. Kreg Rip Cut KMA 2400. Breaking down plywood with straight cuts is critical for cabinet quality projects. Kreg Rip Cut KMA 2400 rides along the edge of the sheet and maintains a set distance from the blade, turning your circular saw into a track-style rip system. Accuracy and repeatability jump without needing a full-track saw setup. Envision ripping long, clean strips for carcasses or shelves with confidence, even working alone in a driveway. That makes large panels far less intimidating. From here, we move to cabinets again with a jig that nails door hardware. Number 64. GOINGMAKE Cabinet Door Jig Cabinet Handle Placement that's even slightly off stands out immediately. GOINGMAKE Cabinet Door Jig gives you adjustable guides to position knobs and pulls consistently across every door and drawer. Installation speeds up while alignment becomes laser accurate, even on large kitchen or shop builds. Picture drilling perfectly spaced handle holes on 20 doors in a row, all matching without measuring each time. That repetition looks incredibly professional. Things are getting even better from here with a full dowel kit upgrade. Number 65. Tool Cool Dowel Jig Kit. Doweling projects often need more than a single-size guide. Tool Cool Dowel Jig Kit comes with multiple bushings, guides, and accessories that center holes on edges and faces across a range of dowel diameters. Joinery strength improves because dowels land where they should, locking pieces together in clean, hidden connections. Imagine building bookshelves, frames, or table bases with dowels instead of visible screws, all aligned from a single kit. That feels like stepping up a tier in craftsmanship. Stay with me. The next clamps are all about cabinetry control. Number 66. SUI Cabinet Clamps. Face frames and cabinet boxes can slide out of alignment the moment you start fastening. SUI Cabinet Clamps pull adjacent faces together while holding them flush, making it easier to secure screws without shifting. Gaps shrink, reveals tighten, and the whole installation looks more custom-built. Visualize joining two cabinet boxes side by side and watching the faces snap into perfect alignment before you even drive a fastener. That precision takes stress out of installs. If you thought that was nice, wait for what's coming with corner holding power. Number 67. ArtiMaster Corner Clamps. Picture frame corners and box edges tend to drift open without the right support. ArtiMaster Corner Clamps secure mitered or butt joints at 90 degrees, keeping them locked while glue sets or fasteners go in. Small projects suddenly feel more manageable because your hands are free to focus on accuracy instead of just holding parts together. Picture building decorative frames, small boxes, or trim assemblies that dry perfectly square every time. That reliability boosts confidence on detail work. Things are getting even better from here with setup blocks that dial in machines fast. Number 68. GOEHNER Setup Blocks. Set repeatedly measuring blade heights and fence gaps slows every project. GOEHNER Setup Blocks set gives you a collection of precisely machined blocks marked with common dimensions for instant reference. Machine setup becomes as simple as laying a block under a bit or beside a fence until everything lines up. Envision setting up your table saw, router table, and drill press to matching dimensions without touching a tape measure. That kind of consistency changes the feel of your workflow. Stay with me. The next clamp locks onto tables with ratcheting ease. Number 69. GOEHNER Ratcheting Table. Clamp securing work to benches or portable tables sometimes feels like a juggling act. GOEHNER Ratcheting Table Clamp slides into compatible slots, then ratchets down quickly with one hand to hold material tight. Stability improves while setup times shrink, especially when sanding, routing, or assembling. Picture positioning a board, snapping the clamp down, and getting straight to work without fussing with C-clamps or wobbly setup. That keeps your focus on the project, not the hardware. If you're still watching, it gets even crazier from here with a full bar clamp arsenal. Number 70. GrenPro Bar Clamps. Set glue-ups depend on clamping pressure that's strong, even, and adjustable. GrenPro Bar Clamps Set equips you with multiple bars and heads that slide quickly into position, then tighten smoothly to pull joints together. Panels, frames, and furniture parts come out flatter and tighter because pressure spreads across the whole surface. Envision assembling a tabletop or cabinet carcass with enough clamps to pull every seam closed, all using the same reliable mechanism. That's how you move from good enough to rock solid in your builds. Here's the final stretch of your script. Products 71 to 85. Written to match your earlier sections and ready for narration. Number 71. GOEHNER Oscillating Tool Blades. Tight corners and awkward cuts often stall progress on trim and repair jobs. GOEHNER Oscillating Tool Blades snap onto your multi-tool and chew through wood, drywall, and even some metals with controlled low-vibration strokes. Versatility climbs because you can undercut door jambs, notch casings, or cut in-place fasteners without dismantling everything. Picture slipping a blade into a tiny gap and solving a problem in seconds instead of hours. That kind of agility feels amazing in real projects. Things are getting even better from here with heavy bench strength. Number 72. Pony Heavy-Duty Bench. Vise serious shaping, filing, and metal or woodwork demand rock-solid holding power. Pony Heavy-Duty Bench Vise bolts to your workbench and clamps parts with wide jaws and smooth, strong screw action that resists flexing. Stability improves dramatically, letting you saw, grind, or drill without chasing stock across the surface. Envision gripping a metal bracket or thick board and working confidently from every angle. That foundation tool becomes the anchor of your shop workflow. Stay with me. The next compact sander sneaks into the tightest spaces. Number 73. ToughBuilt Mini Sander Kit. Finishing small edges and curves with full-size sanders can feel clumsy. ToughBuilt Mini Sander Kit packs tiny sanding heads and pads that attach to a compact power unit, letting you refine details on carvings, models, and intricate trim. Control improves because you can reach into corners, grooves, and tight radiuses that bigger tools can't touch. Picture smoothing a custom profile or cleaning inside a routed design without flattening your hard work. That precise finishing touch really elevates projects. From here, we move into spherical carving creativity. Number 74. Nyansi Sphere Rotary. Burr carving perfectly rounded shapes with hand tools alone is slow and inconsistent. Nyansi Sphere Rotary Burr mounts in a rotary tool or die grinder and eats away wood in a smooth, ball-shaped pattern, making it easier to hollow, sculpt, or texture surfaces. Creative options explode for bowls, spoons, handles, and organic forms where curves matter. Imagine roughing out a spoon bowl or decorative recess in minutes with controlled, flowing cuts. That kind of shaping feels incredibly satisfying. Things are getting even better from here, with hammer power that travels anywhere. Number 75. CC Cordless Rotary. Hammer drill, concrete, and masonry work becomes punishing without the right tool. CC Cordless Rotary Hammer Drill combines hammering action with drilling power in a battery-driven package, letting you bore anchor holes and channels into tough materials without dragging cords. Productivity jumps on installs that involve anchors, fixtures, or structural fasteners in brick or concrete. Visualize drilling clean holes for ledger boards, railing posts, or shop anchors wherever you need them. That mobility is a game changer for serious projects. Stay with me. The next compact router delivers surprising cordless finesse. Number 76. MTileHig Cordless. Compact router. Corded routers can tether you to one spot. MTileHig Cordless Compact Router gives you trimming, edging, and light routing power with the freedom to move around large pieces without cable snags. Edge profiles, hinge mortises, and inlays become easier to tackle on doors, tables, and panels that you can't easily bring to a stationary station. Picture walking around a built-in or large slab, routing clean chamfers and flush trims with nothing dragging behind you. That freedom feels incredibly modern. From here, we move into demolition-style cutting on the go. Number 77. Sericos Cordless. Reciprocating saw demolition and rough cuts often happen far from outlets. Sericos Cordless Reciprocating Saw brings battery-powered stroke action that rips through wood, nails, and even metal with the right blade. No cord required. Remodels become faster because you can cut studs, pipes, and old trim in tight spaces without dragging cords through dust and debris. Imagine tackling a wall opening, deck teardown, or pruning job with a saw that goes wherever you do. That's rugged flexibility in your hands. Things are getting even better from here with precision clamping on your bench surface. Number 78. View Reel Bench Dog Clamp Set. Work holding on flat surfaces can be tricky without the right hardware. View Reel Bench Dog Clamp Set drops into bench dog holes and locks onto work pieces from above, pressing them down securely while still leaving edges accessible for routing or sanding. Workflow improves because repositioning parts becomes quick and tool-free. Picture securing a cutting board or panel on your bench, working all around it, then popping the clamps off in seconds. That speed and stability perfectly suit modern bench setups. Stay with me. The next tape measure bundle keeps multiple spaces covered. Number 79. YesBees Tape Measure Set. Finding a tape measure when you need one can slow a project to a crawl. YesBees Tape Measure Set gives you multiple sturdy tapes to stash at different stations, each with easy-to-read markings and smooth retracting action. Efficiency increases because you're not constantly hunting for the single tape or walking back across the shop. Envision keeping one on your belt, one by the miter saw, and one in the tool bag so measurements are always close. That simple redundancy streamlines every task. From here, routing accuracy gets a serious alignment boost. Number 80. Sigerio Router Milling Jig Complex. Routing patterns demand guidance beyond a bare base plate. Sigerio Router Milling Jig provides rails and adjustable guides that help you mill straight grooves, slots, and mortises with far more control. Precision jumps because the router rides along a defined path instead of wandering freehand across the workpiece. Picture cutting repeatable dados, mortises, or decorative channels that line up perfectly from part to part. That turns a handheld router into something closer to a mini milling station. Things are getting even better from here, with a ruler built for perfect drilling. Number 81. Sacker drilling positioning. Ruler misaligned holes can wreck the look of handles, hinges, and fixtures. Sacker drilling positioning ruler combines measurement markings with movable guides and stops, letting you position drill points precisely on doors, drawers, and panels. Installations become faster because measurements transfer directly from the ruler to the drill bit without improvisation. Imagine setting up equal spacing for a row of pulls or accurately centering hinge holes every single time. That kind of consistency makes furniture and cabinets look store-bought. Stay with me. The next checker quietly solves threading confusion. Number 82. TechAvis Thread Checker Set. Matching bolts to nuts or inserts by trial and error wastes more time than most people admit. TechAvis Thread Checker Set organizes labeled gauges for both metric and imperial threads, letting you quickly determine size and pitch by simply spinning hardware onto the right sample. Repairs and builds speed up because you grab the correct fastener on the first try. Visualize sorting a mixed jar of screws or prepping hardware for a jig, knowing each piece is identified. That clears clutter mentally and physically. Things are getting even better from here with sharp corner relief. Number 83. Ruitool Corner Chisel Squared Mortise. Corners can be tough when routers leave them round. Ruitool Corner Chisel drops into those rounded corners and, with a quick strike from a mallet, chops a crisp 90-degree corner instantly. Traditional joinery becomes much more approachable because cleanup is fast, consistent, and foolproof. Picture routing a hinge mortise, then popping this in to square the edges so the leaf sits perfectly flush. That tiny detail dramatically improves fit and finish. Stay with me. The next stair tool quietly upgrades every tread install. Number 84. Sacker Stair Tread Template. Tool stair installations live or die on accurate tread and riser cuts. Sacker Stair Tread Template. Tool expands and pivots to capture exact wall-to-wall width and angles, then locks so you can trace the shape directly onto your boards. Waste drops because each tread is cut right the first time, even against out-of-square walls. Imagine sliding a template across a stair opening, tightening it, then transferring that shape for a snug, professional-looking fit. That saves hours on multi-step projects. Things are getting even better from here with a serious mortising powerhouse. Number 85. BM Turning Mortising Machine. Traditional mortise and tenon joinery can feel slow when you're chiseling by hand. BM Turning Mortising Machine drives a square chisel and drill combination straight into the wood, cutting clean, repeatable mortises for strong, classic joints in a fraction of the time. Furniture and frame builds suddenly gain rock-solid connections that look and perform like high-end craftsmanship. Picture laying out a series of mortises for table legs or door frames and having them all match perfectly with minimal cleanup. That level of power and precision genuinely transforms what's possible in your shop. I always like tools that make real work easier, not just products that look cool online. From cleaner cuts and tighter joints to better organization and smoother finishes, this list had plenty of useful workshop upgrades. Tell me in the comments which one you would add to your toolbox first, and I'll catch you in the next review.